That a personal budget is critical to your business success. Why? Most people do not handle their personal finances very well, okay? And yet most businesses, if you look, most businesses, small businesses fail because of what? It's up there on your screen. Cash flow issues, because they don't know how to manage money. And so when you look at the fact that 60 to 70% of Americans, maybe hopefully those numbers aren't quite as bad in here, but typically we do represent America, but 60 to 70% of Americans have less than $1,000 in their bank and could not, take care of a $1,000 emergency without going to a credit card, okay? That's a problem, and that's why as soon as they have a hiccup in their business finances, they don't have the personal finances to be able to keep the business running, and that's why they fail, okay? And so ultimately, if you're going to do step 2, step 3, which is going to build to step 7 and 8, you're not going to be successful to be able to do that until you have created a personal budget, okay? And so what a budget is about, okay, let's talk about a zero-based budget where every dollar that comes into your personal finances has a purpose, right? You've got a plan for it. I like to call them the soldiers, okay? These are your soldiers. My kids like to play that game. You ever play Clash of Clans or some of these games where, I don't know if you guys ever play those games where it's like you've got this little army and, you got to send them out to do all this kind of stuff. And listen, I'm a conservative guy. So when I even think in this way, that when I send my money out on an investment or on a renovation or on a new thing, right now we've got an RV park and we're like, we just spending money going out and not nearly as much as coming in. And so that's just kind of part of, a value add type plan. But I know my soldiers are going out and they're going to come back and they're going to bring back the spoils eventually, right? So sometimes it's a little unnerving to send them out. But we understand that part of our budget is sending out soldiers to go garden and, make food and bring it back. And some of our money goes out and create shelter for us to live in. And some of our money goes out, but some of our money has to go out and round up other soldiers and take them prisoner and bring them back. And yet if you spend all your soldiers on groceries and movies and your cell phone and all this other stuff, then you don't have the ability to send it out to make more soldiers and bring them back. Okay? And that's what a budget is. It's for you to sit down, take control of your finances. Most people let their money happen to them instead of them happening to their money. So a lot of times why people glaze over and they just, I'm fine. I know my finances. Less than 50% live on a written budget. And yet until you live on a written budget, you're not going to be able to carve out the money that you need for baby step number 2, which we're going to get here in just a second, okay? You need to have a real plan so that you're able to find the surplus that you need to start investing in this business that you're trying to grow.